And Queen Emma, what's next? Let's see. You spoke to 45 people you have no business speaking to. That is correct. One person you're married to and one person who is your husband's mom. That's accurate. By the way, one of those 45 people I had no business speaking to was Caleb Heron. And his podcast, So True, is now officially a Wave series. Yes. Welcome to Wave, Caleb. Real ones, make sure you check out So True. And just so you know, stay tuned. There might be more happening with NGL and Caleb. Did we tease it? Did we nail that? All right, Queen Emma, do we have one more slide? Oh, you're an asshole. Hey girl, you went over the 48-minute rule 18 times this season. Asshole. Wow, sounds like season 2 should have a cool 60 baseline so that you can then work your way over 60 minutes on a regular basis. What do you think this is? The other podcast? Get the fuck out of here. Absolutely not. You set expectations low. Here's a trick to life, okay? Under promise, over deliver. Okay? Under promise. It's 48 minutes, guys. And if you get some extra minutes, I'm sorry, it's Queen Emma's fault. The crazy part is you're in the same room. And if I want to launch a water bottle at your head, I won't do it because that's aggressive. What are you thinking? I'm trying to see if there's anything that does that will not injure you. Oh, yep. Here we go.
Thank
you. It was a tweezer box. Eyelash curler box. Yep. No problem. She said worth it. That's it for NGL Wrap, brought to you by Liquid IV. Coming up, Robert Irwin. For more than 6 decades, millions of families have shared the annual Hess holiday tradition. And guys, my family is one of those millions. I still remember going to my great aunt Dorothy's house and seeing all of the Hess trucks lined up, some of the coolest toy trucks that I've ever gotten to play with. Hess toy trucks are trusted by parents and grandparents for being one of the safest, most high quality toys you can buy. I also love that Hess makes something different every year. It's always a brand new vehicle, a brand new moment. And this year, it's a pair of stock car racers. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Watch. Watch. Oh, look at it lighting up. Watch. That's not even the most exciting part. Stop. What's inside? You guessed it. Or maybe you didn't. Another toy car. You put it back in its home. Look. It has a sound effect. I'm going to play with this first before I give it to my kids. If you want to start a tradition your kids can look back on, you can get it only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping, batteries already in it. Honestly, it's the easiest win of the holidays. Whether you've listened to all 49 episodes of our first season, or if this is the only episode you've ever heard, you just know it in your heart that I'm a last-minute gift type of person. Fortunately for me and all the other Type C parents out there, you can pretty much find everything for everyone on your list this year right on Amazon. Plus, they have all sorts of last-minute deals where you can save up to 40% on hats, home decor, and the most popular toys. I have approximately 4 things right now. There's 10 days till Christmas. I have 4 things, and that's not even 4 things for each child. That's 4 things total. We do a combination of writing letters to Santa and taking the Amazon catalog when the holiday season starts, and we circle. We go through and circle things. Luckily for all parents and grandparents out there with tiny humans who constantly change their minds about gifts, you can pretty much find everything on Amazon and have it delivered right to your door. Head to Amazon.com and shop gifts for everyone. This episode is sponsored by Liquid IV. You guys already know I don't love leaving my house to go to events or really do anything, so it's much easier to just stay home. But I will admit, sometimes it is worth it to get out of the house for very cool opportunities, even if I'm feeling drained. If your social battery is feeling depleted this holiday season, but you don't want to miss out on all the best holiday parties and festivities, you can recharge with Liquid IV's Energy Multiplier, sugar-free hydrating energy. It has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, plus 8 vitamins and nutrients, all in a single stick. Here's my trick. I like to put it in an ice cold water bottle. Look at how easy this is. Just 1 stick. One stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. Powered by Liquid IV Hydroscience, an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code NGL at checkout. He's a world-renowned wildlife conservationist, zookeeper at Australia Zoo, award-winning nature photographer, famous feeder of crocodiles, a wildlife warrior, and the newest Dancing with the Stars champion. He's also Bindi's brother, Terry and Steve's son, Grace's funkle, and now he's officially not gonna lie. Robert Irwin, welcome to the show.
This is like the best intro in history. Oh my gosh, I love this.
We had to make sure you got your funkle credit in there.
That's the most important thing.
We love funkles around here.
I am a funkle through and through, and a proud one at that. Oh my gosh. How are you? It's so good to talk to you.
I am so excited. We had the chance to speak to Bindi earlier this year, which was one of my favorite interviews. It was a full circle moment, having watched your dad and all of that for a long time.
Thank you.
And how excited I am also about animal conservation and making sure that everyone knows that your connection to the earth and animals is something that is truly beautiful and important. But speaking of Bindi, she actually sent me and my whole family our own custom Australia Zoo shirts. So Bindi told me that that we should always wear khaki. And so yes. I'm just gonna make sure that we have this represented here.
No way. See,
I'm ready to come to Australia.
I feel bare without mine. You look more like an Irwin than I do at this point. This is amazing.
I'll represent us. Here we go.
I love it. You can be an honorary Irwin family member anytime.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sure Bindi told you.
Are you kidding me?
It's not just a color, it's an attitude. It is
She did tell me that.
Mm-hmm. And you are repping it very well.
Bindi's not going to lie was that she thought we should just get to wear khaki everywhere, that we shouldn't have to dress up, that khaki is dressed up enough. And I said, I'm in. Say less.
I am so in. You know, it can be, you can make it chic. You can dress it down. You can dress it up. I mean, I open up my closet and it's literally khaki, or khaki. So luckily it's a very versatile color. You know, I always say you might have to catch a crocodile at 6, but you've got a nice dinner at 7, you know, khaki, that's your color. You can do it all. That really suits you.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, we're going to talk more about animals and the Australia Zoo, but first, you're fresh off your Dancing with the Stars win. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. It still hasn't even really set in. It just doesn't even feel real. It's crazy. Thank you.
I love so much that with everything that you're doing, that your messaging stays consistent. And that you've taken the opportunity within your Dancing with the Stars opportunity and other opportunities that you've had to discuss animal conservation and make sure that people know that that is at the forefront of everything that you do. How have you been able to continue to discuss that, especially now that you're a Mirrorball trophy winner?
First of all, thank you so much for saying that, you know, because I feel like no matter what I do, whether I'm in my khaki uniform like you are right now, or if I am in the sequins of Dancing with the Stars, my heart always beats khaki. You know, it always beats that Irwin spirit. And I never thought that I would be able to bring my message and what I stand for, which is wildlife conservation, to the world through a dancing show. But my sister was really the inspiration for me. I watched her. I still remember 11 years old. I was in the audience in that ballroom watching her just lighting it up and sharing this beautiful sense of authentic passion. And I just went, wow, one day I want to follow in those footsteps. And to have that chance was everything to me. I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd make it to the end. No way. Like, I was in absolute shock every week. My bags were packed. I was ready to go every week. And I realized not only am I representing wildlife conservation, but also I'm creating my own kind of legacy. My life has been about continuing the legacy of my mum and dad and my whole family. But through this, I got to really, I guess, tap into a more kind of vulnerable side and tell stories that were a little more challenging. But I hope I kind of got to put a little bit of positivity and passion into that ballroom.
Now, was it like a cheat code to have Bindi there cheering you on and also having won it herself?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because like her advice, she's amazing. You've talked to her. You know what she's like. She is so sweet and so kind, but then like she's got this old soul and this real wisdom about her. It's amazing. So when I first decided to do this, Dancing with the Stars went, do you want to be on this season? And I just was like, yes, let's go. And then I kind of thought, hang on a minute. I might have been a little hasty. Like, I have no idea what to do. Like, what the heck did I just sign up for? And I'm talking to Vinny. I'm like, what? I don't know how to dance. I don't know what. And when we found out that I'd be partnered with Whitney, she was like, listen, Whitney Carson is the greatest. You don't have to worry about the dancing thing. She'll be an amazing teacher. You got this. But the best advice that she gave to me was to just let go and lean in. Like, that was it. She said, this experience will change your life. And every time when rehearsals after 12 hours a day and you're sore and you're just giving it everything, she just said, remember why you're here. Remember what you represent. Remember that passion you have. Remember everything that you're about. And remember that this experience is supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be a challenge. And I just went, all right, I just got to let go and lean into this absolute hurricane.
Now, there were so many emotional moments in the show. I saw them all over my TikTok feed, including the dance you dedicated. Yes, but including the dance you dedicated to your dad where Bindi joins at the end. I can't watch this one. We were going to cue it up for you. But I can't do it. I do. I know. I mean, it just hits you right in the feels. You could feel the emotion, and it was such a beautiful tribute. But I do want to ask, did you have a favorite dance that you did this season?
That is such a hard question. And that one, it's like they're all my little children. Like, I love them, everyone. I love them all. And they're all like the culmination of so many months of all of this time and energy. But, I think there's that one that I dedicated to my dad and to my sister was beautiful. And then I also did another dance. It's just the first one that springs to my mind because it felt there was like so much gravity and weight on this dance, which was a dedication that I did to my mum. It was dedication week, and they said, who do you want to dedicate a dance to? And I dedicated it to my mum because I felt like she really is the guiding force behind everything that we do. And she's been the glue to hold us together through the most challenging times in our life, particularly when my dad passed. And we did a contemporary dance to You'll Be in My Heart by Phil Collins, from the Tarzan soundtrack, which I cry at that song just listening to it at the best of times. But
don't we all?
Oh my gosh. But it felt like this moment to say thank you to not only my mum, but to all of the single parents of the world, all of the mums out there who I feel like don't always get that recognition and celebration that they deserve. Because I know my mum worked so hard behind the scenes to keep us together. And everything that dad was about was my mum. I mean, it was them together. It was my mum and dad creating this legacy. And then when he passed, she was the one person to pick up all the broken pieces and to say, I'm going to make sure everything that he lived for continues on. And all the while, she was just the best mum to us. And to have her in there and part of that dance, and to have a dance that was for her, that was also made by a mum, Whitney, she's an amazing and powerful mum in her own right. It just felt like this incredible celebration. And it was a turning point for me because I think it was like week 4. And it was the first dance where I was so overcome with just so much emotion that I just kind of let go of the moves and just let my body just sort of do what it felt was right. That dance was just everything to me. Because, yeah, my mum's my hero, you know, she really is.
I think that your mom and dad are like the perfect display of a partnership.
Yes.
Because of the way that she has continued on. The tribute to your mom was beautiful, and I'm sure she loved it. Did she give you feedback?
Oh my gosh. It was really cute because she came out at the very end of that dance, and you know, my sister was part of a dance for a little 8 count there, and she knew what it was about. She'd been on that floor so many times, but my mum was so just adamant that she got it right, and she practiced it, and it was really cute because she was like, I don't want to mess up this dance. I feel like I don't want to be the thing that messes it up. And I'm like, Mum, you can't mess it up. You got this. And she came out, and it was just this really beautiful moment. She did a little spin, and after that, my mum and my sister and I were all in the trailer after that, and we were all just bawling, you know, because it just felt like it was someone knocked on our door, actually, like a makeup artist or something came in and was like, oh, you're ready for, you know, the press line that we do after. And they opened the door of the trailer, and here we are just all like crying, and she just like closes the door again and walks away. We were like, oh,
never mind.
Because it is so, you know, you've poured your heart and soul into telling a story of, like, it really was a story of grief, and the way my mum kind of pulled me out of a lot of challenging times, and I've always felt like I never really had an avenue to say thank you and to really express the gratitude for what she has meant to me in my life. And it felt like it was this time to finally do that. And it was actually one of the most healing moments in my entire life, because I addressed parts of my grief journey that I'd actually never really tapped into before. I get emotional just even thinking about it. Like I gotta lock in.
I'll turn it to a little more of a lighthearted topic, because Queen Emma told me I have to ask you about TikTok night salsa.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I saw that your family didn't know these moves were coming.
They didn't.
Surprise.
And there was a good reason for that, because I was like, every dance that I had done, I would like give my family a little preview. They would come to a rehearsal, or I'd show them a video. But then this one, there's a point in the dance where like I remove my shirt, and there's a lot of like, it's salsa, so it's, you know, it's a little bit spicy. And so
what a gentlemanly way of saying, I remove my shirt.
And I was like,
okay.
I can't show my family. I don't know. So I just went, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And I said to them, so this one's a little bit edgy. And they're like, oh, that's great. Go for it. But then afterwards they were like, whoa. But you know what? Life is short. You got to just embrace.
Kylie Kelce has never been one to shy away from the spotlight, but it's her unique blend of humor, vulnerability, and wisdom that recently set the internet abuzz. Appearing on a Not Gonna Lie podcast, she stepped into a role that felt both familiar and fresh. The candid confidante with a knack for cutting to the glitz of celebrity life. The episode's hook was irresistible. What advice would Kylie give to Travis Kelce, her brother-in-law and NFL superstar, as he navigates a headline-grabbing romance with Taylor Swift, especially if the relationship ventured into the life-changing territory of pregnancy? From the first moments, you could sense the energy shift. Kylie's voice, equal parts playful and sincere, offered a window into the reality behind the public personas. She painted a scene both relatable and surreal. Imagine craving pancakes at midnight, only to have your partner return from a snowy grocery run with the wrong syrup. The audience laughed, but Kylie's point wasn't lost. In her world, love isn't measured by perfection, but by the willingness to show up, fumble, laugh, and try again. What made the episode truly captivating, though, was Kylie's willingness to be honest about the complexities of high-profile relationships. She didn't sugarcoat the pressure, the constant media scrutiny, the speculation, the way every gesture gets magnified into a headline. Yet her message to Travis was clear. The outside world fades away when you're really present for your partner. She described how, during her pregnancies, Jason's greatest gift wasn't grand gestures or flawless support. It was his presence, his ability to listen, to offer a shoulder during tearful moments, to make the room feel safe when her world was changing in ways both exhilarating and terrifying. Kylie's anecdotes felt like glimpses behind the velvet rope, moments that could belong to anyone, famous or not. There was a universality in her advice. That pregnancy, for all its wonder, is a time of uncertainty and heightened emotion. Partners, she insisted, must become each other's anchors. Her advice for Travis was practical, too, and laced with kind of wisdom earned from living both in the NFL's high-octane world and in the quieter, more tender moments at home. She suggested carving out intentional time together, even when schedules clash and distance intrudes. Sometimes, she mused, that means FaceTiming from opposite coasts or leaving little notes in a suitcase. Listeners were hooked as Kylie speculated on Taylor Swift's approach to pregnancy. Would she cocoon herself away, or transform the experience into new music? Perhaps both, Kylie guessed, with a focus on fiercely protecting her privacy. She urged Travis to become Taylor's shield from the outside world, a defender of their personal sanctuary. The conversation veered into self-care, a topic often overlooked in the narrative of celebrity romance. Kylie was refreshingly honest. Supporting a partner through pregnancy, especially under a microscope, is exhausting. Her advice for Travis was to check in with himself, to recharge, to remember that you can't give your best when your own well is empty. The message resonated, sparking a flurry of responses from listeners who saw themselves in the struggles and triumphs Kylie described. The podcast's most poignant moment arrived in the closing minutes. When asked what advice she'd offer should Taylor and Travis become parents in the spotlight, Kylie's answer was simple yet profound. Remember why you fell in love. It's easy, she warned, to get lost in the swirl of public opinion, to let outside expectations creep into the sanctity of a relationship. But at the core, it's about two people building a family, forging a life together. Everything else is just background noise. As the episode ended, the sense lingered that listeners have been letting on something rare, a conversation that transcended the usual celebrity gossip and delivered a meditation on what it means to love, to support, and to grow together when the world is watching. Kylie Kelce's words, equal parts laughter and insight, reminded everyone that even in the glare of fame, the most enduring love stories are built on empathy, patience, and the courage to show up again and again long after the cameras have stopped rolling. In a world hungry for authenticity, the Not Gonna Lie podcast offered a feast.